We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live.
Yes, let's do it live. Let's jump right into it. RJ, Drake is back in the news with some crazy leaks and his homie, producer, 40, putting pressure on DJs playing the Not Like Us song.
Yeah. Nah, man. Drake, I don't know what's worse. KR. I don't know if it's worse that all these people are coming out and dissing Drake, and other people committing damage to Drake's reputation, or Drake being featured on Sexy Red's track. I don't know which one is worse.
This is crazy.
Hey,
Is it the feature or is it the karaoke song? Let's continue.
Before we continue, remember to rate it's same difference, man. Rate the show by pressing the like button, follow us on our other socials, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. KR, then we can
start. Straight to the point. Talking about karaoke. Is Drake the greatest of all time karaoke rapper? Why am I asking this? Let's go right away to this. Shout out to Abby the artist, because he had this one to say about the latest leak. Need to unmute it, of course. Would be handy.
Oh my! A reference track for Mob Ties just got leaked. Oh my god, bro! That was my favorite song on that album. And y'all got to remember, he dropped that album right after the Pusha T beef. So when I heard that shit, I'm like, okay, he clapping back. He about to hire some help to get rid of these niggas. This is not the help that I was thinking about.
That was not the help. And then you ask yourself, do you remember the song, RJ?
A bit, not really. Like, I mean, Drake wasn't.
I'm gonna play the reference.
Really, yeah, okay.
I'm gonna play the reference. But what did you want to say?
I said I wasn't. I mean, during the whole beef, I wasn't really feeling Drake's track. So, I mean, the tracks that he dropped were, to me, just standard like Drake tracks. You know, he's been dissing people since 10 years ago about how he's gonna take your girl. So it was like the same vibe, the same feel. I didn't really feel something different.
When Mob Ties dropped, it seemed like he dug in his back, like he was on his bully stuff. Let's hear what we thought, but what is. Oh, of course you can.
I can't.
Good thing you could do that part, because that's the intro, and that could have probably been a copyright notification.
Yeah. Sick of these niggas. Sick of these bitches. Hire a shooter. You ready to be bitches. And I'm on my riches. I turn out the bitch. I turn out the bridge.
It is.
Black Porsche, cause I let my movie fast. Watch your homie if he movie on his ass. In a rocket in that bitch, ain't got no tax.
Man. Tell me that ain't it. It was very disappointed. It was very disappointing when I heard this. Because I'll be honest, even though I had Kendrick in that 1v1 battle, Drake is still one of the most played artists in 2023.
Yeah. I mean, that's so to me, that's exactly what I meant when I said that there was nothing particular about Drake. Not that he doesn't drop hits, because that's what he's known for. He drops hits, but it's always like club hits. I'm not gonna look for Drake if I want deep, like a deep storytelling. If I want something more than just a pop song. Hey, by the way, did you see how people reacted to you saying in the previous video?
Yeah, I said he was a pop artist. He's a pop artist.
But they got mad at him, because they were saying that you don't know anything about it. But
I don't know anything.
It's literally popular music. He's charting.
That's the first thing. That's one. What do they also a lot of times do in pop music? In the core of the song. No. I'm talking about the core of song composure. Componing the song. Componing the song. Not composure. My bad.
Yeah. What do they do
I
in the
lost
middle?
my composure after reading it. But okay. No,
So your
they
question,
hire writers.
yeah, yeah,
They hire writers because the singer is usually not the one who's writing the song. They are the singer.
yeah.
You have writers and you have singers.
Like if you go and check who Run the World by
Yeah.
Beyonce, it's almost
Girls.
all guys who were writing it.
It's all dudes. And it's not dudes with wigs on. It's all dudes. So tell me now. So this is the question because now I'm gonna ask the question.
Double down.
He cannot be counted as one of the GOAT rappers anymore. With the amount we don't know how many reference texts this guy has actually.
But do you need to write to be considered a rapper?
The
And you know
core
what?
of hip hop, the core of hip hop is the rapper telling his story, or at least him writing a story by himself. That's the core of hip hop. Otherwise, you start becoming a pop. That was what I was trying to say last time.
I'm gonna push back because a lot of people, there are a lot of rappers that were and still are writing or it is rapping about a life they're not living, because their philosophy is it's like an expression of art. So when I see something that inspires me, for example, something that happened to a friend of mine or to someone I know or whatever, I can rap about it because it's me expressing it's like it's art.
But he wrote it himself.
What I'm saying is, you're saying that your statement was that the core of rap is writing about yourself as well, like your experiences. But I'm saying
let's call it writing yourself about different experiences, because of course it's not always things you experience. A lot of times rappers write from different perspective, and that's what the part of the art is. So okay, maybe I shouldn't have said your own experience. It should be yourself writing. That's the core of hip hop, where the person who's writing the song is also presenting it to you in a different flow. There is no separation between creator, writer, and performer.
Well, I have another question. You can write.
Unless we say the new ninjas are changing the platform, so they're moving the goalpost so that Drake can become the GOAT. Because otherwise he's just a karaoke rapper.
I just think that hip hop has become pop music. So I think I
don't think it has become. There is a different genre. It's a subgenre. There are still rappers that are writing this stuff.
Of course, but so I'm not talking about. First of all, I'm not talking about underground rappers. I'm just
talking
saying
about locals, normal rappers as well.
Are you saying the otherwise the underground rappers aren't normal?
They call them underground or for nothing. You have above the ground, which is usually
mainstream.
Can
you consider mainstream pop?
Is mainstream pop. They might fall. Some rappers might fall under pop. Yes.
The reason I'm saying is because they fall under, so indirectly under the same labels. Yeah, so it's like the same parent companies. They use the same distribution channels. Of course, well, if you're gonna promote urban music, you're gonna promote it at certain stations and then at certain radio stations and on certain platforms. If you're gonna do rock, on other platforms, etc. But it's basically the same engine, so that's why I'm asking. But I have a question for you, and the question that I have was the following: whether or not he's a rapper or not. Well,
no, I don't say he's not a rapper. I'm saying he's a karaoke rapper.
Okay, I can dig that. You know why? My question to you was, or at least my argument about him being a rapper or not, was that you can write something down. You can write a text. A writer can write, but in order to bring it to life, take for example a Busta Rhymes, the speed of his verses,
Yeah.
you need to have a certain conditioning. You need to have a certain, so not like physical conditioning, but like just like breathing. You need to have
Well, we know it's not physical.
intonation. You need to have
Old Busta. I'm talking about old Busta.
yeah.
The
So
fat
you
Busta.
need to
Pause.
also how you market yourself, at least how you your intonation, your energy, your attitude. There's more to just simply speaking, saying what you're reading.
Bro,
But I understand what you're saying. You're not saying, you're
bro,
not
but
saying the rapper part. Now I get it. You're not your question isn't whether or not he's a rapper or not. Your question is whether he's a karaoke rapper. And I
yes.
can, yeah.
But
I
the
get
thing is that, right? He is singing the same flow, so you don't even have to. If I sit in a if let's say you write a song, you sing the flow for me. If I repeat it a number of times, I can copy you and bring it out. But that's pop. That's R&B. That's what songwriters do. Do you know how many references I've heard of Rihanna back in the days, where people are singing the song for them? They are selling the song to the singer, and then they bring it out. That's the business of R&B. That's business of the whole music business, except for hip hop.
yeah.
That's the tradition of hip hop. But if you're gonna change the tradition, then say it, so we can say, okay, then we can separate the two and say this is hip hop with a pop at the end, and then we say he's the GOAT karaoke singer, and we keep hip hop where writers are celebrated.
Yeah. I think we don't need someone to say it. We can say it ourselves. So it's not like we need the industry's permission to say it. But
We are
you
talking about the
don't
culture,
call-
because that's
but
what the
you don't-
culture is feeling.
yeah. But you don't call. I'm just pushing back. I mean, to me, whether we call him a karaoke rapper or not, I don't really care. But what I'm asking you is, do you call a singer in the country genre a karaoke singer?
That's why
Do
you
you-
separate the hip hop. Like I said before, hip hop is different from all other genres. The core of hip hop started with freestyling.
Okay, well, KR, the core of rock started, like it was in the beginning, a lot of black people that were rock. I mean, rock. It comes from, like, if you look at the history of music, you go look at blues, you go look at rock, it's similar. But somehow, some way, they convinced us, the future generation, that rock
I don't speak French.
it doesn't work with us, man. Only works with we.
We are still the same. But
In any case,
continue.
it doesn't matter. My point was the point.
Doesn't work with us.
Yeah. So still, people have this misconception that rock music is white music.
Yeah, but yeah.
I have another argument for you.
I'll tell you one thing. In
listening-
10 years, they'll say the same about hip hop.
That's what I'm saying. And I remember I was walking in a mall one time with a friend of mine, and he always said, RJ, you're like a bounty, like white on the inside, white on the inside. And I was like, okay, pause. When
That's crazy, boss. Yo.
shout out to Carl Winslow, man. Shout out to Carl.
Oh, no, you didn't go there. You didn't go there. Carl. They're dragging Carl through the mud, dude. Damn.
man.
Diddy taking everyone with him to the abyss.
But I'll tell
Pause.
you this: I will tell you this. When um we were walking and they were playing Feeling Good, which
Bye.
it was by at that it was sung by, so it was the version by Michael Bublé,
Ah,
but Nina Simone sung it first. S-
yeah.
And so the guy heard me singing the song and he was like, "You're such a whitey." And I was like, so that's a point we've gotten to, because a lot of people don't do their history, don't do their research, don't understand music, don't understand how things evolve. So I do agree with you that in a
Well,
couple of years, hip hop will become something that's white, and that's the whole thing, right? The whole white and black, and but at the end, if you look at the development, it might have started as a black thing, but you can't deny all the other influences. Not only so in the US, but just look abroad. When you go to UK, when you go to Europe, when you go to Russia, I mean, you don't understand what they're saying, but they're rapping. You're like feeling the beat. So it's just it's art, and it's, I understand that you, if you know the history of everything, you need to know where it arrived, where it originated, what the original um drive was behind the music. But
mhm.
if you look at New York, then you go look at LA, then you go look at New Orleans, you go look at Texas, you go look at Florida, you see in the US itself different reasons, different motivation. And that's something that's beautiful about the art. Now, in everything for pop to get, so that's corporate, right? What they do is they take it just like jazz. Jazz music
They
was
wash it,
they
clean it
wash,
up,
rinse
clean it
it,
up,
dumb it down,
and
simple.
put a face to it.
Yeah.
And that
And
face is
then,
called Elvis.
yeah, and Drake now.
Your hips,
So
baby. Shake your hips. Hot like bling. And he was, is Drake the Elvis of our time?
I think he is.
Stealing from great artists like Vori. I'll tell you this much. I'll tell you this much. The best ghostwriter Drake has ever had is Quentin Miller. And people don't listen enough to this guy. Is a great lyricist.
Okay.
He
Don't
wrote
know.
the people always say that mixtape he was involved in is Drake's best rap album. Quentin Miller, shout out to him. He lost the leg, by the way.
What was he?
Nothing to do. Huh?
What was
Car
he?
crash.
Oh,
He
he
was
passed away.
involved in it. No. He's still here. He's still here. Don't put uh, almost don't put ninjas in the casket yet. No, he lost the leg in a car crash, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to him. He's a great lyricist. He's that album. It's the one with I don't know, with the white album. I always call it the white album with the prayer hands on it. It's a mixtape album. That's considered the best rap album he had. And that's also with Quentin as his songwriter. His ghostwriter, they call it. But at this point, we might as well call it songwriter.
Yeah.
And that's, I
Well,
think, the problem, and what Kendrick was pointing out in his diss, that this guy is but a shell. Yes, he's a vessel of
yeah.
what of he's a vessel through which they promote a lot of different things.
Yeah. But not only exactly. So he's marketable. They
Yes.
use him to promote the music to change and KR.
No
As
morals.
soon as you see like a trend, not but a trend that's not popular, you can see Drake's sound or style or verse change, going in that direction. So
Yes.
it's like a million, like, oh, okay, this is popping. Drake, we're
Let's
gonna,
go do that.
yeah, let's go do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
the yeah. You're right.
It's not hating on him, because these people they've always been around. And whether you like it or not, KR, when you go to an underground concert, underground rap concert or hip hop concert, yo, I can't forget the first time I went. I think we went because you had already gone to a couple of them, and I remember my first one was Method Man. I went with you, and I remember knowing. So I know, yeah, I know who Method is. I know Wu Tang, but I didn't know Method Man's catalog. Well, when I got there, I realized that it really didn't matter, because the energy and the hype, it's amazing. And then I went to check out J. Cole when he was still underground, when he didn't go mainstream.
When he didn't create apology videos after dropping a diss song.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just don't drop the diff song. Just don't drop
Don't
the
drop
diff
the
song.
diss song and let's try to apologize after, man.
Yeah.
I think. Are you disappointed about that? By the way.
Um, I don't want to use the word disappointed. I don't think it was a highlight of his career, but I just think that the strategic move wasn't the right one. He just should have stepped back. He shouldn't
Yeah.
have
I do agree on that.
dropped it. Just let it go,
Yeah.
because people weren't even saying, "Hey, J. Cole isn't responding." All focus was on Drake.
On those two. Yeah.
Yeah, on Drake. So yeah, he really didn't have to do it, but yeah, it does
To
fit
drop
his
it.
character. So he's on brand.
Yeah. He's on brand.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He seems like his brand is non-violent, not avoiding confrontation, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end, I think he did the best thing, because the way Drake is being dragged right now, it's crazy. And
Yeah, but
and
I don't think J. Cole. So I like J. Cole underground with his mixtapes. When he
mm,
went mainstream, the first album, you could
oh,
clearly
that
what?
was trash. That first album was trash.
But you can clearly see that they were trying to
Adjust the song,
transition him. Yeah, to adjust the sound, and his style changed. Of course, it had to change. Um,
clear it up a little bit.
and there was still some tracks that were cool. So you could see that they were trying to find a thin line, because they couldn't have done to J. Cole what they did to Drake. They couldn't have marketed him the same way, because
Oh,
J. Cole
I
is a
didn't think
different,
about that, by the way.
and you
They
know the
wanted to
last.
turn J. Cole into the Drake. You might have a point there, but it failed.
Well, let's say the Drake, the New York version, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he isn't from New York. He isn't from New. He's from one of the Carolinas, I think,
Yeah, Carolina, I think. Yeah.
and Fayetteville. So but I think that they were trying to put him in a box. Well, a box, trying to put him in a box, but he has his own style, and that's the benefit of being
Oh,
underground.
sure. He was born. He was born in. He was born in Germany and raised in North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina. Yeah. Yeah. So they're trying to put
I
him
want
in
to
a
make
box.
a German joke, but I won't do that.
Please don't.
I won't.
When
I
you
won't. I
when
won't.
you when you when you're underground, you have all the freedom to do whatever you want, and people
Yeah,
will
you're
basically adjust to your style. But when you're mainstream, the industry will try. They have to put you in a box to
you have to
sell, and
know. Yeah.
they couldn't do it with J. Cole, especially when he grew up his hair, and his all his spiritual stuff, etc. So there's a market for it for sure. But I do think that J. Cole's better off being
His own man.
yeah, his own man, yeah, his own style.
You can clearly hear after He started his own label and started releasing his stuff on his own label. You clearly hear a change in the sound. A more mature guy. But I think you have a point there. It's sometimes very interesting to see how rappers evolve. Talking about evolve, more achievements for Kendrick, Not Like Us. Real quick, Kendrick's Not Like Us surpasses Drake's God's Plan as fastest rap song to reach 200 million streams. So yeah, I expect some Drake fans to jump off a bridge real quick after this one, because yeah, they've been talking all that stuff. Imagine RJ, imagine you setting up someone to create a hit song and you lose all your accolades. That's a bit crazy to me. Anyway.
Well, the crazy thing is that the Drake fans seem to be sore losers. That's just it. Like, they can't deal with the loss. It's and how many stocks? What did Kendrick say? How many stocks do I really have in stock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. So
he was warning people.
Like, it was saying to, and that's at the end of the diss. Well, almost at the end of this, at least the beef period, right? Because I think it's over. But
well,
Not Like Us. It's where he dropped it. It's where he said, like, I have 5 plus 5. So how many do I have?
One thing. You say you think the beef is over. One thing about Drake fans is they want to see this man crash out, because they are alleging that Boy Wonder was saying tap tap tap, and then dropping a picture of him and Drake on Instagram. They were saying by him doing this that Drake is working on a comeback. Ain't no coming back after this. Ain't no coming back. I think Drake, and we talked about this last week already, I think it's a wrap for Drake. He should go on. I'm not gonna repeat what I said. He should go on as a pop star and keep making pop songs with hip hop influence, but not try to put yourself in the GOAT of hip hop, because you're not. I'm gonna go back to the question: is Drake a GOAT karaoke rapper? Yes, he is. He's the best we have out here. He's the best. Ain't no better karaoke rapper out here. I can write a song, give it the flow, send it to Drake, and he will make it a pop charting track. But he's not a hip hop guy.
That's true.
He's not like us. Well, in many ways. One last thing. What?
Us.
Yeah.
Not like us.
One last thing. Cipha Sounds was involved in a couple of things lately, man. Cipha Sounds, which is a DJ, hip hop DJ. He was basically on his podcast sharing some stories, or a story that happened with him and 40. Maybe you know 40. For those who don't know, 40 is the one, a great producer in Drake's OVO camp, and he was also dissed in Pusha T's diss track a couple of years ago by saying, when Pusha said, how much time 40 get? Tick, tick, tick. And then he said, sick, sick, sick. Anyway, he has ALS, so it's kind of crazy to diss someone like that. That's a crazy. I'll never forget that part. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. If you're going this, and after that, that's when Drake threw the towel in, because he knew if people are starting cutting your friends. I think I even dropped a meme back then. The scene of Scarface in the beginning when they go into the hotel and they're cutting up the friend, the drug deal gone bad. I said, as basically Pusha was the one who was cutting the friend's arm with a chainsaw, and if Drake didn't, Manny came in with the Uzi. If Drake didn't respond with a Uzi, it's over.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't respond, so he threw the towel in. But anyway, let's go back to Cipha Sound. This is what he had to say about Story.
So I'm in Toronto. I get a DM from 40.
Okay, so you can hear it. Fair use.
He said, how about I go to your city and play a song where someone calls you a pedophile? I'm like, okay. And he goes, I'm fucking giving you the gist because I lost the messages. Basically, I knew you never liked us. You act nice, but you're really a bitch. It's on site. When I see you, look at you, you're laughing. When I see you, I'm gonna smack you in the mouth.
Smack you in the mouth.
Smack you in the mouth. He goes, I know you never liked us, which is the craziest to me. I understand the violence, but I know you never liked us. How? Why? Why you think that?
How did you
I'm
know
only,
that? Why did
only supportive and play everything you put out? What do you?
Yeah. OVO 40. Oh, I keep saying OVO 40. 40 from the OVO crew says he will slap Cipha Sounds. That's kind of crazy to me. Because someone played a song, but apparently it wasn't. He didn't play the song. It was just his intern, and Cipha Sounds explained the situation after.
Hi, my name is Cipha Sounds, and apparently I'm involved in some crazy internet controversy right now. So I'm going to clear things up. First and foremost, there's a bunch of blog headlines and Instagram posts saying that OVO 40 threatened me because I played Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, in Toronto. Not true whatsoever. So here's the deal. First of all, I've been going to Toronto since 1998. It's my second home. I got so many friends there, so much family. I love the city. I would never, I don't know if you know me. You don't know me. People that know me know I am not no fucking fuckface idiot that would go to Toronto and play Not Like Us. That is a stupid thing to do. I hate all this beef shit. I hate controversy. I hate smoke. I hate drama. I hate that those two are beefing with each other. It's nasty for the culture. It's negative and it's detrimental. Here's the thing about me though. Here's what happened. I did some shows with Dave Chappelle in Toronto 2 weeks ago, and some pictures of those shows went up. This kid that's now helping me with my social media, brand new, just hired him, put up the pictures from that show and put the Kendrick Lamar song underneath. And I was like, uh-oh, whoa, don't do that. Craziness. Called him, said, hey, that's a dumb move. Take it down. He was like, I thought it'd be funny. It wasn't. Take it down. Took it down immediately. Pictures are back up. Had a great time in Toronto. Now, here's the deal. OVO 40. Why am I calling him OVO 40? 40 was mad at me. I'm hoping that man to man, we can still have this conversation. I told the story on my podcast because I was hurt about what happened. Hopefully we could talk it out. I want no smoke. I want no drama. Love the guy. The big fan. Again, I would never be disrespectful. And I did not play the song in Toronto. I wasn't even DJing. I was doing stand-up comedy. And hopefully the blogs put all this stuff up.
RJ.
Yeah. You're only as strong as your weakest.
I'm not saying they're gonna slap DJs. What? Oh, where are we now?
Yeah.
Where is this going?
I mean, you're only as strong as your weakest link.
Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, so I don't know if what he's saying is true, that someone on his social media team made a mistake. But let's say that was the case.
Stopping a plea.
Let's say that was the case.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you how it's very easy for you to get into trouble, in this case by someone else. And even though what people are alleging isn't necessarily what actually happened, but now he would need to exert way more energy to remedy something. You know,
Yeah.
he's trying to prevent a slap. That's taking a lot of energy, and
And a lot of
if,
power
if
from
he
40.
rearrange, if he needs to rearrange, do some plastic surgery and stuff like that afterwards, that's also gonna take a lot of energy and money. So, but I do think it's pathetic at this point. Like, you know what it's like here? It's like that guy who wants a girl and hits on the girl. The girl tells her she's not interested. She's not interested.
Mm.
So he's down. He's mad. And then his friend says, "Hey, man, no worries. There are plenty of fish in the sea." And then you turn around and hit the friend. You're actually mad because you didn't get the girl. So
Hey, man.
you're actually mad because you didn't get the girl.
Yeah, you know what this is like, and like, I mean, the shows we did before this are very good. We addressed this. It's like we said before, and this is the last point I want to make, and then we go to the next topic. Drake thought he was gonna have a rap battle. It turned into a To Catch a Predator episode. Getting, it's crazy when you get caught a pedophile. Foul, not
Yeah.
ow. And then everyone, the hit of the summer is everyone singing a song about you,
They're dancing to. They're dancing.
dancing to it, bruh. Your whole brand is to through the sewer.
Yeah.
Ain't no way I'm curious whether he's coming back from this. I hope he does.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still, whether people like it or not, Drake will still be a hit maker.
Yeah.
But
And he's
like
a
I
cat.
always say,
Yeah, continue. No, continue.
no, like I always say, he's gonna be a hit maker, and he is a pop artist. It doesn't matter how often he raps anymore. Just keep making pop songs, man. Have people write for you, and find the best writers out there. Maybe you will. You can. Maybe you should ask Kendrick to write for you.
Yeah.
Get you another hit song.
Yeah, well, I think the I don't think it's the last we're gonna see of Drake, because I think the industry still consider him a cash cow. They can still bank off of him. They can still bank off of his style. He has the perfect mixture, right? He's light skinned, so he can appeal to all races. He can even come across as a Latino. He can come across as whatever. So yes, he
I'm
has a
not
right.
going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
He has all the complexion. He has a part that Kanye hates. I mean, yes.
Oh man,
But he has
he has the accents. He
he
can
has
talk
the
like an
accent.
English
Yeah,
road
he
man.
just you can
He
say
switches.
combination.
He switches like a. Continue.
Like Sun Tzu said, be like water. I mean, he's like water, man. You don't know. You don't know. The only person that comes close to him is Sean King. He's
He also happens
or
to be white. Okay.
Rachel Dozo. It's like it seems to be
Yo,
it seems
that
to be
that should be a short. We'll get so much hate.
put their faces next to each other. Sean King and Drake on the other hand. Nah, man, but yeah, it is what it is. I think, yeah, so it's not gonna be the last we see of him, and it's okay. Embrace it. Just he's banking off of it. Why should he stop? So that's my last. Yeah, that's my last comment on that. Hey, I think we can move on to the next topic, Guys, let us know in the comment section what you think about our take on Drake, whether or not he's a karaoke rapper, yes or no. Hey, we're gonna move now to the Reddit topic. Guys, don't forget to let us know your opinion of the topic. The story. This one is this is gonna be a short story, KaiR, but it's a story that's gonna be close to our heart. This is the transition, of course. But yes, guys, please don't forget to let us know your thoughts and opinions, and don't forget to like the video, follow us on our other socials, and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell if you haven't done so already. I'm going to show the banner now. Girlfriend mad. I told her to stop faking her accent. KaiR, this one is close.
Combination. She's been like Drake.
This is like Drake, man. But this is like us as well, because people are saying that, I don't know which one of us, maybe it's both of us.
Yeah.
Have like new, what was it? Australian and Jamaican accent.
I've heard all of them. I've heard Mario. I sound like Mario. Like you said,
It's
I
me,
said
Black.
It's Black. Yeah. One thing people can never roast me, because I'll be back like Arnold. But yeah, Jamaican, Australian, patois, whatever, man.
Patois. Yeah, man. So we heard it all. But the story goes as follows, KaiR. And guys, let us know your thoughts, as I already requested. So it's a 25-year-old girlfriend, right? Woman talking about her 25-year-old man talking about his 23-year-old girlfriend.
Mhm.
My girlfriend was born in New Zealand and lived there until she was around 7 or 8. From the time we met, I've always heard her speak in a broad Californian accent. That is, until last night, when her mother called her and she immediately switched back to a Kiwi accent while on the phone. I thought it was the cutest thing ever. So I said, and it honestly sounded as a compliment in my head, "Your real accent is so cute. I wish you'd use it more around me." To my surprise, she got very upset. She also got very serious. She said that I was implying that she fakes her other accent. She told me both of her accents are real. It just changes depending on who she's talking to or what other voice she hears in her ear. I know nothing about that. I didn't mean to imply anything, but I feel I might have screwed up and been the douchebag, the a-hole in this situation. I wonder if that's a touchy subject for her. KaiR, your thoughts. Guys, let us know in the comment section. KaiR, your thoughts.
First of all, run. She hears voices. Run, bro, while you can. Before the voices turn into
instructions.
Ching that.
Instructions, yeah. Oh,
no, but all jokes aside, the fact she's angry, mad about this situation is a confirmation that she knows she's faking it, and you called her out. I mean, I don't have real advice about this. This is petty stuff, to be honest. I don't know how to angle this kind of situation. Well, if you like her, say you're sorry and that you like her Kiwi accent and you want her to continue talking in the Kiwi accent. Or maybe you should start talking to her in a Kiwi accent so she hears the voice and then she talks Kiwi back to you.
Maybe.
To the rage people talking to each other in Kiwi accents.
Maybe Drake suffers from the same thing. You think?
Oh man, Now that's what I was thinking. I'm like, Drake is
Combination.
maybe he's hearing his dad on one ear, he's hearing the UK voices in one, the other. Oh man.
Well, I can say that I can relate with the accent thing because if you live in a specific, if you live long
Yeah.
enough in a region, you're gonna speak the dialect, right? And that's a
Yep.
dialect. It same goes for an accent. It can just switch automatically. Now, maybe what he could have done differently was ask her to, instead of saying use, stop asking her to use her real accent. maybe you should have just asked. You should have asked her to speak in the with a New Zealand accent more, instead of saying. I think the word "real" is what bothered her. I don't think it's actually the. I don't actually think that she's saying that she hears voices in her head. The way
What?
such a, I think are you the a hole for quoting that? Yeah. No, man, but yeah, that's what I think. It is a touchy subject for her. Yes, it is. It's obvious, but I don't think this is something to. I mean, just go and talk to her, guys. Let us know in the comment section what your thoughts are about this situation. Do you think that he's the a hole for asking her to use her real language, or whether or not it's like a small misunderstanding? Care, you have one last thing to say?
One last thing. Or should she use it to combination all of those?
Combination. Nah, man. Hey, let us know your thoughts and opinions. With that being said, we can move to the next segment of the show.
Yeah, man. The second topic of today, we're gonna be talking about the diddler.
Hmm.
He's always in the news, even when the former president is about to do time. He still has a part in the mainstream news. RJ,
Well, I think the former president's about to do time for 4 years in the office. Um, yeah, man, the diddler is still trending. The diddler is, well, it's crazy to see how
the fall.
fast the fall can be, how fast and steep. I mean, this guy is only falling, it's only getting worse. Guys, before we proceed, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button, follow us on our socials, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Yeah, KR. I
Yes,
heard
sir.
they were talking about, a lot of conspiracies, what used to be conspiracies. They were saying, you know what? Maybe the Diddler had something to do with Biggie. Who knows? Who knows? But
Well, Mama, Notorious Mama. Notorious Mama says she wants the Diddy fate. Even watching Diddy doing what he did. It's not a good idea, Mama. Don't want to be out here, him slapping you up. Notorious B.I.G's mama, Voletta Wallace. I hope that I see Sean one day, and the only thing I want to do is slap the daylights out of him. And you can quote me on that. Oh man.
now we know.
That's crazy.
Now we know where B.I.G got his aggression from. The notorious MOM.
You gotta be crazy
Yeah.
to think you can slap Diddy and walk off. He slapped his own mama, according to Gene Deal.
That's what he said.
Not only that, so Gene Deal said he slapped his mama. And according to
So
the Rolling Stone,
just to be clear, Diddy allegedly, according to Jindy, slapped his own mama, not B.I.G's mama, not Gene Deal's mama, his own mother.
At that point, everyone is up. Then you gotta understand, if you're mentally in that state, you'll be willing to slap anyone.
Yeah. My mom always said that you can judge a man or a woman by the way, so you can have an idea of how he will treat you or she will treat you based on how he or she handles or talks to his father or mother. So if it was a girl, the way that your girl talks to his father is an indication of how he will talk to you. The problem is that some girls don't have a father to talk to, not because the father isn't alive, but the father just isn't in their lives. So you're going to be the experiment. If a girl can talk trash to his father, if a man can not only talk trash but hit his mother, then that's an indication of how that person might treat you in a relationship.
I have to add to that. The way a woman or girl talks to someone who's a stranger, a man, that tells you also a lot about how she'll talk behind closed doors to whoever she's with,
That's true.
which is probably crazier. It's crazier. But yeah, hey, I have to agree with your mama. Your mama makes sense. I don't think Biggie's mama makes sense because. Oh, by the way, where is my? She wants to fade. Click the way. I don't know what Biggie mama thinks she's saying, because everyone saw what Diddy did, and that doesn't seem like a healthy situation for any woman. Not a trained woman, not an untrained woman. Biggie's mama is old. She's like in her 80s. So, yeah. Not only that, the guys from former Bad Boy president Kirk Burroughs detailed a time when Rolling Stone approached Bad Boy Records with the front cover opportunity after Biggie passed away. So the front cover could have been Biggie. Diddy said, and this is when the ship is going down, everyone has a story to tell. Diddy said, I'm good. Put me on the cover. Just making sure everyone sees this. This is what they say. Diddy selfishly refused to allow Biggie to be on the cover because he wanted to promote his solo album, No Way Out. I was telling Sean, let's make it Biggie. You still have a chance for a cover in the future. He's like, no. Let me zoom in a little bit so you understand what kind of level, what kind of energy he's on. No. He's doing a dirt net. I'm putting out my debut album in July. I need to be on that cover. With friends like that, you don't need ops.
KR.
Yeah.
The clues were always there, man. We just didn't see it. And we always say hindsight is 2020. The dude's album is called No Way Out.
I didn't think about that.
The dude's album was called No Way Out.
There ain't no way out of Bad Boy Record.
Exactly. Alive also.
Alive or with money.
Yeah, that's true.
How many former Bad Boy artists are making money? All of them are broke.
Yeah. Doesn't only count for the artist though. Cassie also felt the same way. She also experienced it firsthand when she was trying to leave the hotel room, and Diddy said, "No way out, no way out."
Amen. But you're right. He was the signs were all there, and everyone just looked over past the signs and said all the red flags and said he's the guy. The crazy part is these stories have been going around for ages, and only now he's about to fall, they start coming out with these stories about Carl Winslow, what you referred to. Bruh. This man said on Crip, RJ, this man said on Crip, I heard, why are you opening the door?
Exactly.
All right, man, come on, dude, come on. Anyway, yeah, I hope Biggie's mom doesn't run into Diddy, because that can turn ugly. That can turn very ugly. But I understand her frustration, because people have been saying also for years that this guy has had involvement with his son, her son getting deleted. So, yeah, you don't know what to believe. I think she said also she liked him a lot, but after seeing that video, it's up, as they say in the streets. It's up when I see you. I'm up the 9 on Diddy.
Up the end. With this mom, let's go.
Hey man, let's go to the second part of this topic. Federal jury to hear testimony on Diddy accusers. One thing I'll say, RJ, we're always on point when it comes to topics.
Our guesstimations are pretty accurate, basically.
Pretty accurate. I'm gonna play a audio part from CNN. I'm gonna only play the audio, so not gonna show the video, so we don't get flagged. It's all fair use, but I'm gonna play it real short, cut it up, and then this is what they had to say about the video we talked about last week.
What do you make of the idea that they're bringing in people who say he sexually assaulted me, he abused me, to a grand jury, in terms of what that can mean for an indictment?
By the way, this is from CNN. They're talking to Mark Geragos, a former lawyer from Diddy. He's also was Chris Brown's lawyer and Michael Jackson's lawyer, and he's gonna chime into that situation right now.
Well, look, this is no surprise. I'm very cynical about what's happened here. I'm cynical that all of a sudden there was this kind of shock and awe search warrant raid, which literally was out of nowhere. Then I'm very cynical that somehow a surveillance tape in a hotel that had never come to pass for 8 years gets released sometime after that raid. Then I'm very cynical. And by the way, I know the other author of that article in the Rolling Stone, Nancy Dillon. I've known her for many years in her previous incarnations. But you then see that there is this story that comes out. And by the way, in between, there were several more leaks to CNN. The cynic in me says, why? And what is the one connected fiber of all of this?
What do you think is the one connected fiber through all of this?
I think it's not gonna say Diddy. Right? It's not his fault. It's another person's fault or company.
With all these leaks, that's what it means. So
yeah,
let's listen to what he says.
Is Homeland Security. Why would Homeland Security be leaking all of this stuff? Because either their witnesses are not telling them what they want to hear, call me a cynic, or they want to make sure that they destroy any chance of Diddy getting a fair trial, make sure that they make him a persona non grata so that he doesn't have a constituency or a demographic that would push back. So I readily admit I'm a defense lawyer, and that's the way I think. I readily admit that I've represented Sean for many years, but I will tell you this, Sean's Sean's
Fair use.
organization is hardly a RICO organization. I have dealt with them on and off for over a decade. It is a multi-billion-dollar operation that is run with some people who are very talented, who have wonderful backgrounds, and are hardly running a RICO operation.
Well,
That's it.
if you're saying they're alleging a RICO organization, if I was him, I would have never said I've dealt with them for years.
Oh, he needs to. He needs to tell. He has to be truthful, right? Otherwise, people will try to say, "He didn't tell. He's taking money from Diddy." Well,
As a
one
lawyer.
thing we said in the previous show, right? That it's probably the Alphabet Boys, whether it's the FBI or Homeland Security.
Doesn't matter.
They released it to soften the situation for a plea deal or whatever it's coming up.
Yeah.
So we were close enough.
Close enough. Yeah.
Who cares? Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares? I care, like God did.
That's what Diddy wanted, by the way. When they asked him, Diddy, what do you want on a regular Tuesday or Thursday? Diddy, what do you want today? He said, who cares?
Who cares? Bend over.
No, you didn't get it. Who cares? Male, who cares?
Hey man, hey, let's so right now, according to CNN, a federal grand jury may soon hear a testimony for from Diddy accusers. The federal investigators are preparing to bring accusers of Diddy before a federal grand jury, signaling a potential indictment. So it's coming up. They're building it. They're building it slowly but surely, as they always do. That's why they have such a high conviction rate. It's gonna be tough. I don't know. I don't think he's. I think they'll try to catch him on trafficking. Because he was bringing people from the trafficking. If you break down trafficking,
it's broad.
People who are getting flown out, that's also trafficking.
Yeah.
If you're flying out a chick to give her a tour in your city, and you happen to land in a bathroom, that could it could be trafficking. It's a broad case. Hey man, it's gonna be crazy for him. They will not. So these uppercuts he was giving Cassie, he won't get indicted for that. He's gonna get it trafficking, or they'll try to go through they'll try to do him like they did Trump. They're gonna run through his taxes, find one line, and then run the charges up. Yeah. If you look at Trump's charges, it's crazy. They charged him the 34 charges. I think it could have been just 5 or 3. If you really look at it, they charged them line for line.
All felonies, no.
All felonies. Not saying that it's not. I mean, he did something weird, but to make it 34, you're just running up the count. But anyway,
assault and battery is something else, right? So
it's totally different. Yeah.
Yeah. In the eyes of the law. I mean, in the eyes of the law.
Yeah. All eyes on me.
I think that was the last segment of the.
No, we have one more. We have one more. Corey. I don't know if you saw the video of Corey. Real quick, Corey Holcomb, great comedian. They were talking about his case, right? And they said the following. I think it's like 2 or 3 weeks ago, with Craig Smith. Shout out to Craig and Corey. The 5150 show, very entertaining show as usual with with them discussing different situations, and this was one of them.
Puff, I do.
What do you mean?
Go ahead.
Hey, man,
see, you wasn't here, so I want him to hear this.
Cassie ain't the bitch y'all think she is. I always say this, man. Domestic violence is not always abuse because some bitches like to fight. Cassie is the same woman that would go to Puff Daddy's house while Kim Porter was alive and watch Puffy beat on Kim, cuss Kim out, abuse Kim, and laugh at Kim. Kim's friends have came out and it's documented that they say Cassie used to be torturing Kim with Puff. She is not this victim broad that everybody is making her out to be. This is a treacherous bitch. Anytime a woman that is that beautiful is dating a nigga that is that regular looking, she's hustling her pussy. This is a woman that hustles vagina, and we treating her like she a Claire Huxtable or a respectable.
That's a crazy statement. But it goes like for 4 minutes, but I cut it out at 1 minute, so you get an idea with what they were talking about. And people basically tried to, well, they went after Crack and after Corey because they talked about, we basically also talked about this in the past, where you have to always be very careful how you angle all these cases because sometimes people slap you and then you slap back and that's your fault.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't. The thing is, when you touch someone, you lose already. You know, whether who, and if you touch someone as a man, if you touch a woman as a man, you lose immediately. So that's right. That's why I don't see that as a. I understand what the guy is saying. There is some truth to it because some women do like drama. I mean, and I'm not. It's not me that's saying that. There are a lot of podcasts where women talk amongst each other, and they'll just tell you how they left the guy because he was too
nice,
not toxic. Let me put it like that, not toxic. And then after, when they got older, when they reached like 34 or something. That's when they let it go. That's when they when they Vivica Foxed.
Okay. I'll let it go.
When they Vivica Foxed, that's when they really realized that, oh, the guy was a good guy, and was actually good. But hey, in that moment, I always say people go through their.
I can't let it go.
Okay, go ahead.
That happened to Ryan Leslie. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, that happened to Ryan Leslie, but Ryan Leslie isn't married to her or in a relationship with her, so I would say it's still happening. So,
but continue.
I like the guy, but
I like him as well. But you see how it happened.
But you know what, KaiR, and it goes both ways.
Yeah. It goes both ways.
If a woman is toxic, you just need to stay away from her.
Yep.
And if a man is toxic, you just need to stay away from him. What is the case oftentimes is that both people are, let's use the word toxic, and they're together. But that's not an excuse in the eyes of the law, because when you go to court, and as a lawyer, I can tell you that even though I've stopped doing criminal law because of BS like this, but if you go to court, the judge will say, hey, but you might have poked the other person or did something worse, but the fact that the person is cuckoo is not a legitimate reason, because you always had the freedom to leave and you chose not to. Of course, it's easier said than done in situations like that, but it doesn't, even though Cassie, let's assume that Cassie indeed isn't the woman that people are making her out to be. Maybe she was toxic. That doesn't make it right. And if Diddy knew that she was toxic, and it was Diddy's responsibility to distance himself and not run after her. She was trying to leave the hotel. Let her leave then.
Yeah, but Diddy is toxic himself as well. So they're trauma bonding. It's just trauma bonding. But Corey had this to say, well, because he clapped back. Fair use, by the way.
Are you playing it?
Fair use, by the way.
I'm not hearing.
Fair use, by the way. Let me.
Hey, they've been on my head this week about what I said last week.
About what? Because I'll be watching these motherfuckers make these goofy ass posts about we took up for Diddy.
We did not take up for Diddy.
But them motherfuckers, that's how they get people to click on their garbage ass shit.
I appreciate it though. Got me buzzed. I got a bunch of inbox. A few niggas inbox me. Clown, called me a clown ass nigga. I appreciate it.
Hey man, mother, fuck that bitch. You ain't got the balls to say that. Your woman run you, nigga. You got to imp the garbage getting out the bed at night. You ain't got the balls to say, bitch, put it on the porch till I get to it. All you cake ass motherfuckers, man. The bitch ain't shit. Want me to tell you why the bitch ain't shit? Because she fuck with ain't shit niggas. Nah. Tell
bums.
Sounds like someone on this show. Sounds like someone on this show. Talking points. These people are stealing our talking points.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. If the bitch is watching the other bitch get beat up, what the fuck the other bitch is dead. Huh? The other bitch is dead. So what was inaccurate that was said? Motherfuckers do that shit. It's called clickbait. That's why they say we took up for Diddy. I never take up for no motherfucker motherfucker. I'm not talking about just beating up bitches. That's the average coward. I'm talking about that motherfucker robbed a lot of people.
Artists, yes. Artist.
100%. 100%.
Fuck, I'm gonna take up for the nigga for. It's just y'all motherfuckers ain't got the balls to get at a bitch. It be people on here who act like they give political type of feedback on stuff, but they ain't got the balls to talk about the shit I talked about on this motherfucker because I know how to talk.
Well, if you go back, what's interesting is Corey.
I don't want to get involved in that.
Corey was one of the first ones actually
over there in the sand, the war that's going on.
Talking about.
Say that again, D.
I said you were the first person, if the only person that was actually speaking truth. What he felt about Diddy.
Long time ago.
Years ago.
Yeah, for
years ago.
We all know dudes send hits at motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying?
They look up or
what the fuck? I'm just the podcaster. You know what I'm saying?
Sending hits. RJ.
Yeah, I understand what he's saying too. We've talked about this in the past here on this channel. People have this binary way of thinking. So you're either for Diddy or against Diddy, and if you're for Diddy, then you're against Cassie. Then if you're for Cassie, then you're against Diddy. And the reality isn't like that. So you can look at the world is more complex than that. And I understand what they're saying. I don't think their point was indeed that Diddy wasn't a bad guy, but what they're saying is that Cassie isn't that much better either. Sometimes KaiR is just better to just don't. I mean, that I know, not better. I think that's why some people choose not to express their opinion because they know that other people don't have the mental capacity and intelligence to understand what you're saying and will basically conclude something like they're concluding now.
That's RJ saying in a nice way, you people are stupid. Not you, the listeners, but the people that can understand it. You're stupid and bums. I'll translate it in your language so you understand. Thank you, RJ, for the great opinion. I'll be the translator from now on.
Cool.
No, all jokes aside. Yeah, that's all I have for Diddy today, man. I mean, this story will continue. Continue. I hope I can get a close-up look when he gets arrested.
Are you gonna go to the trial?
I might get flown out.
I hope you don't get a close-up look.
by my sugar mama, you know.
You might get trafficked by your sugar mama.
I might get trafficked by my sugar mama to look at this trial.
Like, yeah, man. All right. Nah, cool, guys. Let us know your thoughts and opinions about this point. We've exhausted the Diddy. Well, we didn't, because there's actually a lot more to talk about.
Boss, I'm not gonna exhaust no one. I don't know where you're going with that exhaustion. With Diddy, you gotta pause everything these days, man. No Diddy, man.
No Diddy. Hey, let's close today's show out. As usual, we do this with the short thoughts topics. This is where we give short responses on commonplace situations and trending news. Before we proceed, however, remember to press the like button, follow us on our other socials, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. KR, what's the first story?
Yes, give me a second. Let me scroll down to find the first topic because I cannot find it. Here it is. Man with suspended license joins court call while driving. Let's take a real quick look at the situation. All I'll say is fair use and enjoy.
Who should be present to Zoom.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Give him 1 second. Okay, let's continue. He's already doing something he shouldn't be doing, which is driving and talking on the phone. But it seems like it doesn't seem like it's hands-free as well. Seems
but
like
but he can still argue that it's hands-free. So he could still argue that it's hands-free there.
Yeah. Okay. That's the lawyer in you.
Yeah, of course.
Wait.
If it's hands, it's not hands-free. Look at this. He could argue it for the first 30 seconds. And then whoa, another one.
You stationary?
I'm pulling in.
Look at the judge face. He can't believe what he's seeing.
All right, now at this second, yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
Look at his face. He's reading it.
So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving. And he didn't have a license.
Yo, look at his face. Look at this.
Is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm gonna freeze the frame. The judge is looking at this like, what kind of clownish is this? And the guy is like, he's like a deer in the headlights. He's been frozen for like.
He thought he was slick when he said, "I'm just pulling into my doctor's office right now." He thought he was slick.
I think you forgot why he's in court for.
Yeah.
Oh man, let's continue. The judge can't believe his eyes.
The guy's
Hello. Hello.
He's trying to
1 minute, Mr. Harris.
Communicate. The judge is smiling like, what kind of ninja-ish is this? Oh man.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Harris, I'll be giving you a call.
Oh my God. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy out here. RJ, it's crazy how things happen.
It's
Have you had a case
and you're
like
not
this?
the sharpest. Nah, yeah. Well, you always there are always clients that aren't as smart as the other ones. And when I say smart, I just want to be clear what I mean by this. Smart has nothing to do with school. Some people know that they shouldn't talk and then they don't. Other people don't know that they shouldn't talk, so they do. And so, yeah, man. But things like this, it's like, no, man. You're calling in. So you're basically it's like a dream within a dream. It's like Inception. You're calling in. The judge is basically seeing you doing something for which the case is ongoing in the first place. It's just like just like a suspect of deletion is in court poking his lawyer. It's like it's
No, he walks in with a bloody poker.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Oh, man, it's crazy. Have you thought about this, RJ? How do you think you get to the jail? Because he has to report to jail, right? How is he going to get there?
You pull right up. I'm pulling up
Hey, man, it's crazy.
right now.
I do agree with you. Some people are just, they can help themselves. The only thing he had to do is don't call in when he was driving and move, let's say, to the passenger seat. But the guy isn't. Some people can help. They can help themselves. You can't save them.
No, you can.
You can.
No, you can.
I'll keep it to
man.
this.
Yeah.
That's all for today, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. If you've made it this far, we really appreciate your support. Please, whatever your thoughts are, let us know in the comment section below. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button, follow us on our other socials, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notification bell. Let's have a healthy conversation in the comment section, and we'll see each other in the next one. Until next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Now I need to report to the jail.